What's up, guys? More Power for Life here, bringing you another video. Hey, check it out today. Today, or actually, a couple days ago, I started having an issue with my active exhaust flow valves. They were making a squealing noise, and it always seemed to be related to every time I hit the pedal. Stop, go, make a squealing noise. Give it a little bit of a gas, even at idle, neutral, squealing noise. I was like, man, I only got 3,000 miles on this 2018 Dodge Charger Scat Pack, and I have a mid-muffler delete. So I was kind of left, not wanting to take it to the, Jeep Chrysler dealership and have them look at the work I'd done and maybe, try to blame it on something like, messing with the mufflers, cause the valves to go, haywire or whatnot. But anyways, I didn't want to take it to them to avoid any type of warranty. It's just not something I wanted to do, especially if they're gonna replace the whole system anyways. From what I've heard online, just replace the whole system, which is very costly, around like $3,000. So with that being said, I thought I just try to fix it myself. So what I did, what I'm gonna show you in a few moments is. I went over to O'Reilly's and bought some lithium ion grease, and I thought maybe I'd just lube up the valves to see if that fixed the issue, knowing that it's getting cold and there's a lot of moisture going around and stuff like that. So I thought maybe that was probably squealing or causing the issue to make the valve squeal. So with that being said, I went ahead and disconnected the wiring to the valves and took the mechanism off to expose the valves themselves, and I liberally sprayed the valves and gave them a couple turns to get that grease in there, and sure enough, it fixed it for me. How long it'll last, I don't know. That's in time I'll tell, but it fixed it right now, and I'm not having the issue anymore. And with that being said, I hope it works for you. If this is something that you're willing to try and do yourself, it only took me about 30 minutes and cost me about less than $10. So give it a shot. Give it a shot. If you got the equipment, give it a shot. With that being said, go ahead and I'll show you what I did, how I sprayed them, and then I don't have any before footage because this is kind of a spur of the moment video of the vehicle squealing, but just take my word for it. It worked. It worked. The squealing is no longer there, and I'm so happy that it's not there, because that is annoying, especially on a brand new vehicle with only 3K on it. Not something I wanted to deal with this early on, but it worked. I'll show you what I did.
As you can tell, my arm is really, really, really tired. So, this first bolt's gonna come off. There it goes, there's one. And I'm going to get this second one here to drop. That one drops. And I'll get this third one. This last one. A couple more. Not that difficult at all. Alright, so this is exactly what I used. Works like a pro blaster. High performance white lithium grease. It is the 11-ounce bottle. Got it at O'Reilly's.
I didn't, disconnect it, but I did pull the fuse. So there is an open in the circuit, so there won't be any damage done to the component. Fuse 36, if you need to know, is in the trunk. Pull fuse 36 and it disconnects your active exhaust flow valves. So now I'm going to go ahead and spray it with some grease generously around it. Give it a couple turns. Should have wore some gloves. I really want to get that in there. Spray it one more time. Hope you can see the camera angle well. Spray it generously. Spray it all around, make sure it gets in there. All around, try to get that in there so really gets around that butterfly valve. If it does. So.
All right, so I worked that grease back in there. Here it is. Once again, it's Blaster High Performance White Lithium Grease. Picked this up from O'Reilly's for about $5, and screwed the 3 bolts back on. Alright, so take my word for it. The noise coming from the valves, the squealing noise, is now gone. There is no more noise. So all I gotta say is, it did work. How long will it hold up for? I don't know. I only got about 3,000 miles on this vehicle, so I'm kind of like astonished. Like, really? It started squealing that fast? You know, I only purchased it a few months ago, about 5 months ago to be exact. So for it to happen right now, and you know, to say that the only fix for it is to replace the whole exhaust system, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to go through the whole thing of having to delete the muffler again, because I love the sound. I love the way it sounds right now. I just don't want to do that. So if you're having that same problem, go ahead, get some lithium grease from O'Reilly's, AutoZone, wherever you got to go. Take the mechanism from off the valves and spray the valve, or spray that little ring inside, and liberally make sure it gets all in there. You know, turn it a few times, spray it again, turn it a few times again, and then put the mechanism back on. And for me, it did the trick. So if that's what you're having, go ahead and do it. I'll leave the link in the description for what you need to buy, what type of grease you need to buy, or what type of grease I use, or you know, or you can just use preferably whatever you want if you got some in the garage or something like that. But lithium grease is what I use. High performance lithium grease is what I use. Go ahead and I hope this helped somebody out. Hope this helps somebody out. But with that being said, this is Mopar for life. Till next mod, be safe.
Feel this.
For $250.
What?
Ow.
$250 for this.